Welcome back. We're joined now by our digital content producer, Mariana Vela.
That's right. She's joining us to talk about some of the biggest stories from this morning. And Mariana, what are we looking at today?
Y'all, well, today we have big stuff going on today and going on into the weekend. First off, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I'm excited. Finally, yes. We have made it to the end of the work week. Plenty of great stories we touched on this week, and we're ending the week with a bang. So kind of starting off, we have Mr. Kanye West going absolutely off the rails on X, formerly known as Twitter. Very early this morning, Kanye as Ye on X made many posts in his favor of his buddy Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, who was arrested and indicted by the feds in New York. He has been accused of operating a string of sexual crimes that date back to 2008. West also made many posts containing anti-Semitic rants praising Hitler. I don't know what's going on with Kanye, y'all.
But does anybody ever know what's going on with Kanye?
Say, I don't know if Kanye.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if Kanye knows what, or Ye knows what's going on with Ye.
Somebody's check up on him for sure.
As crazy as those tweets and everything are, as wild as they are, it's shocking to see them, but it's not shocking that they came from Kanye West.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, I think he's a very interesting person. I've seen a number of interviews with him, and as someone who also has to do interviews, I would be so hesitant to do an interview with him because he has a way of making everyone feel so uneasy.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's
really
the way he goes about it, or sometimes the way he doesn't respond. Like I saw him on a morning talk show, a radio talk show one time, and he got frustrated and he goes, "I'm just not going to speak anymore." And for the next 2 minutes, he didn't say anything.
What do you do?
And so I was like, I'd be so intimidated.
Goodness.
To do that.
Well, anyways, y'all, let's move on from Kanye. Today is National Wear Red Day. This takes place in February, usually the first Friday of the month, and it's to bring awareness to heart disease as it is the leading cause of deaths for Americans. Many celebrities here are at a benefit for the American Heart Association. They're wearing red in support of the cause. So
yes. Now I'm kicking myself because I used to do a lot of work with the American Heart Association, and I totally forgot that today was Wear Red Day. Otherwise, I would have texted Jalen and be like, "Hey, we have to wear red today to support the cause." And yeah, my brain was just a little too fried this morning.
It's all good. I think even just us talking about it and acknowledging it is a great way to bring awareness to it.
It is,
very
sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So y'all, just moving on to the next story. This weekend is huge.
Yes.
We have a big game going
Super
on
Bowl,
just in 2 days. So I know this beautiful nation is excited for one of the biggest games of the year. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles going head-to-head this Sunday at Caesars Superdome in NOLA. I know I'm excited for the game, but I'm most excited for the halftime show as Kendrick Lamar and SZA are going to be performing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
That's nice.
I have to ask, what do y'all think he's going to open with? What song do you think that he's going to... Do you think it's going to be Not Like Us, or do you think he's going to save that to the end?
You know what? I don't know. I'm a huge Luther fan, the song Luther.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm hoping that's what they both hit it with.
I think anyone who thinks differently, well, they not like us, because he's definitely going to start with "They Not Like Us."
Think so?
I feel like the meaning of the song has too much relevance right now in terms of his beef with other artists and the fact that he won recently. I think he's going to start off big with that one.
I think that it could go either way. I think he could decide to start with that one, but I could also see him saving that for last, just to keep everybody on their toes of like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen?
Is it going to happen?
Really good, right? Really excited. Now, Mario, I have a question for you. So earlier this morning, I realized that one of the biggest things about the Super Bowl, not only the game, not only the halftime show, but the commercials. Like advertisers pay a lot of money for the commercials. Is there any commercial that stands out to you in your life that you were just like, oh, that's one of my favorite? Emily, I'll ask you as well. Any favorite commercials that just stand out to you from the Super Bowl? Because I got one. It was a Doritos commercial from a long while ago. Yeah, it was a boy and his mom, and I think his mom's boyfriend. They were sitting down, and he was reaching for the Doritos, and then he goes and smacks the man's hand. He goes, "Don't touch my mama. don't touch my Doritos. That's one of my favorite Super Bowl commercials of all time.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I distinctly remember because my sisters and I would quote it all the time. It was at Justin Bieber's peak, like whenever he very first started music. He had the long, shaggy hair.
Sure.
That all the girls went crazy over. But it was him and Ozzy Osbourne in this. I think it was an AT&T commercial. I think so. And they were talking about like 5G network or something, and they like kicked Ozzy out because he wasn't doing a good job. And so then they had Justin Bieber come on, and he like did the perfect take, and Ozzy Osbourne goes, "What's a Biba?"
Oh.
And then Justin Bieber is dressed as a janitor behind him and goes, "I don't know, but he looks like a girl." And it was like the funniest thing. My sisters and I quoted it all the time. So that one comes to my mind.
No, it's amazing. Maybe because I work in TV, I also think it's crazy how much people pay for Super Bowl advertisements, and it scares me that one of them's not going to run. Maybe that's just because I know behind the scenes I talk to the guy who runs Master Control here, and I'm like, oh, imagine if a commercial doesn't run. That scares me right there.
Yeah, that would
a lot of money goes into these. So.
But a notable hit for me was there was a Super Bowl commercial that featured a bunch of former players at a formal ball event.
Okay.
And something happened, and the football players started playing a football game in the middle.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Right?
Yes,
You know,
and then like Tom Brady gives his rings to Baker Mayfield and is like, hold these, and Baker's just like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you, between the game, the halftime show, true. The Clydesdale commercials are also, I think they're
really,
fantastic.
really
See those beautiful horses? Oh, man. So,
That's right.
a lot of good things.
Honestly, I can't come up with one, y'all. I'm just excited to see the ones that, you know, for this Super Bowl. So, yeah, guess we'll see.
It'll be good.
Great.
Yeah.
As always, Mariana, thank you so much for this report.
Thank you so much, guys.
Stick around. We'll be right back.